Now, like a lot of you, I've spent some time working from home in the past year, and a lot of my clients are still working from home. And one of the big challenges that a lot of them are facing is they just can't seem to get back to where they were before quarantine started, to get back in a rhythm with working out and losing weight at a rate that they feel kind of fits normally. And there's actually a few reasons for this. So don't feel bad if you've been trying to lose kind of the 10 or 15 pounds you may have put on during quarantine and you're finding it a little challenging. Here's 5 reasons why that might be the case. Now, the first one is very just logistically, you're not moving around as frequently as you were previously. So just the simple things like getting out of the car, walking into work, going for a walk at lunch, things like that might not be happening. We call that non-exercise activity thermogenesis, or the NEAT, or the calories you're burning when you're not working out. Now, you're just not getting as many of those throughout the day. So something you can do to address this is make sure that you schedule a walk at lunchtime for yourself. You go outside first thing in the morning. If you have a dog, that's always a great way to get a few extra steps in. But making sure that you're building in conscious time so you get that extra activity in throughout the day. Now, another issue that a lot of people have had is not having access to good gym equipment or their normal workout facilities. So if you're working out in your apartment with a couple dumbbells and maybe a Peloton or something, it might not be exactly ideal compared to your normal workout situation. So there's plenty of programs out there that have been developed for at-home workouts at this point to keep things interesting. So try to mix up your workouts and at least make sure that you're getting in 3 or 4 a week on top of that extra activity. Now, one big thing that's underrated as well is kind of screen fatigue, or the emotional fatigue that comes from just staring at a screen for 12 hours. Now, a lot of employers actually found that they were able to get more work out of people, which I'm sure that you've noticed. You may actually be working longer hours, especially when you take the commute factored out. So there's just a level of screen fatigue where you're in this room all day staring at a screen in your apartment. The last thing you might want to do is get a workout in there as well. Totally understandable. So to address this, one thing I would suggest is breaking up screen time throughout the day if possible. So taking breaks at lunch, like I said, going outside, going for a walk, and also making sure you get your workout in first thing in the morning before that fatigue sets in. So schedule your workout, right after you wake up, so you ensure that you're not gonna miss it, right? Now, on the nutritional side of things, one of the biggest challenges is our proximity to the fridge now. So people are super close to the fridge. It's so easy just to get stressed out or want to take a break and just walk over there and start snacking. And over time, those calories can start to add up. So to address this, which is totally common, I would suggest making sure that you have set meal times and that you don't go to the fridge unless it's one of those meal times. So unless it's breakfast, it's lunch, or you have planned that food, don't take that trip over to the fridge. Now, you can also keep snacks near your desk or something like that, but make sure that you're measuring or tracking the intake. So using an app like MyFitnessPal or another food tracking app is a great option to make sure that you're not getting too many calories into the day. So stay away from the fridge unless it's a scheduled meal time. And lastly, one that's a little bit harder to nail down, but is sort of the lack of extrinsic motivation that comes from being out and being active and being fit. As much as we might not want to admit it, part of being fit is looking good so that we're accepted by our peers. And when we're not going out to parties or we're not going out as frequently, we just don't have that extrinsic motivation that comes from looking good and getting compliments and things like that. So one thing I would suggest is planning some events, planning beach days, planning a vacation to tie yourself to and make sure that you're going to get in shape and get ready for that. So these are 5 things that a lot of us, I think, that have worked from home, or had worked from home, are experiencing maybe holding you back from losing some of the weight that you put on. Not something to feel bad about, but these are some quick fixes that can help you address these issues. Whether you're going back to work or you're going to be working from home long term, this is something you want to address because this is the new reality. All right, guys, I hope that these tips were helpful. Make sure to take a break from the workday and check out this video.